is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted, either by what you would wish to believe, or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to them is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted, either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to them is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film was to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth
What would you think is worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to you is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to you is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. If we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think is worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to you is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. And if we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if you were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to them is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. And if we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time, what would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Never let yourself be diverted either by what you wish to believe or by what you think would have beneficent social effects if it were believed. But look only and solely at what are the facts. That is the intellectual thing that I should wish to say. The moral thing I should wish to say to them is very simple. I should say, love is wise, hatred is foolish. In this world, which is getting more and more closely interconnected, we have to learn to tolerate each other. We have to learn to put up with the fact that some people say things that we don't like. We can only live together in that way. And if we are to live together and not die together, we must learn a kind of charity and a kind of tolerance, which is absolutely vital to the continuation of human life on this planet.
One last question. Suppose, Lord Russell, this film were to be looked at by our descendants, like a Dead Sea Scroll in 1,000 years' time. What would you think it's worth telling that generation about the life you've lived and the lessons you've learned from it?
I should like to say two things. One intellectual and one moral. The intellectual thing I should want to say to them is this. When you are studying any matter or considering any philosophy, ask yourself only what are the facts and what is the truth that the facts bear out. Examined all stock arguments in favor of the existence of God, but none of them seem to me to be logically valid.
Do you think there's a practical reason for having a religious belief for many people?
Well, there can't be a practical reason for believing what isn't true. That's quite, at least I rule it out as impossible. Either the thing is true or it isn't. If it is true, you should believe it, and if it isn't, you shouldn't. And if you can't find out whether it's true or whether it isn't, you should suspend judgment. But you can't, it seems to me, a fundamental dishonesty and fundamental treachery to intellectual integrity to hold a belief because you think it's useful and not because you think it's true.
Well, I was thinking of those people who find that some kind of religious code helps them to live their lives. It gives them a very strict set of rules, the rights and the wrongs.
Yes, but those rules are generally quite mistaken. A great many of them do more harm than good. And they would probably be able to find a rational morality that they could live by if they dropped this irrational, traditional, taboo morality that comes down from savage ages.
But are we, perhaps, the ordinary person, perhaps isn't strong enough to find this own personal ethic? We have to have something imposed outside.
Oh, I don't think that's true. What is imposed on you from outside is of no value whatever. It doesn't count.
Well, you were brought up, of course, as a Christian. When did you first decide that you did not want to remain a believer in Christianity?
I never decided that I didn't want to remain a believer. about this and tried to find out whether there was any use for me. By the time I was 18, I discarded the last of them.
Do you think that gave you an extra strength in your life?
No, I shouldn't say so. Neither extra strength nor the opposite. I just engaged in the pursuit of knowledge.
As you approach the end of life, do you have any fear of some kind of afterlife? Do you feel that that's just...
No, I think there's none.
There is no afterlife. Do you have any fear of something that is common amongst atheists and agnostics who have been atheists or agnostics all their life, who are converted just before they die to a form of religion?
I don't know, it doesn't happen nearly as often as religious people think it does. Because religious people mostly don't think that it's a virtuous act to tell lies about death, which agnostics and such.
Just wanna feel like a birthday boy, like a birthday. I just wanna feel. Just wanna feel like a birthday boy, like a birthday. I just wanna feel.
Who's number one with Hispanics? Trump. Trump. I love the Mexican people in those states. But the country of Mexico is killing us. I want to build a wall. I want to build a wall. I want to build a wall. We need the wall.
And Mexico will pay for the wall.
But we have some bad hombres here, and we're going to get them out.
Frank, let me get to him. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's the war hero because he was captured. I like people that war captured. must be a jackass. He's a jackass. The man of the toupee. He's on the front page of New York Times. I don't wear a toupee. I'll prove once and for all that it's mine, okay? Stop.
Yes, I believe it is.
I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs.
Anybody you'd like to apologize to right now yourself? No?
I think I would probably get along very well with Putin.
Russia, if you're listening, I hope you're able to find the 30,000 emails that are missing. Hillary likes to play tough with Russia. Putin looks at her and he laughs, okay? He laughs.
He'd rather have a puppet as president of
No
the United
puppet,
States.
no puppet.
And it's pretty clear.
You're the puppet.
I know nothing about Russia.
Talking about Gitmo, right? Guantanamo Bay. Which, by the way, we are keeping open. And we're going to load it up with some bad dudes, believe me. We're going to load it up. Would I approve waterboarding? You bet your ass I'd approve. Bet your ass. In a heartbeat.
And I'd bring back a hell of a lot worse than waterboarding.
Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. 100 years later, the life of the Negro is still sadly crippled by the manacles of segregation and the chains of discrimination. 100 years later, the Negro lives on a lonely island of poverty. I have a dream. One day, this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
there I suddenly, on my way to school, I stepped out of a mist. It was just as if I had been in a mist, walking in a mist, and I stepped out of it, and I knew I am what I am. And then I thought, but what have I been before? And then I found that I had been in a mist, not knowing how to differentiate myself from things. I was just one thing among many things.
Now, was that associated with any particular episode in your life, or was it just a normal function of adolescence?
Well, that's difficult to say. As far as I can remember, nothing had happened before that would explain this sudden coming to consciousness.
You hadn't, for instance, been quarrelling with your parents, or
no.
What memories have you of your parents? Were they strict and old-fashioned in the way they brought you up?
Oh, well, you know, they belonged to the later parts of the Middle Ages. And my father was parson in the country, and you can imagine what people were then, you know, in the 70s of the past century. They had the convictions in which people had lived since 1,800 years.
How did he try to impress these convictions on you? Did he punish you?
Oh, no. He was very liberal, but he was most tolerant, most understanding.
Which did you get on with more intimately, your father or your mother?
It's difficult to say. Of course, one is always more intimate with the mother. But when it comes to the personal feeling, I had a better relation to my father, who was predictable, than with my mother, who was, to me, very problematical something.
So, at any rate, fear was not an element in your relation with your father?
Not at all.
Did you accept him as being infallible in his judgments?
Oh no, I knew he was very fallible.
How old were you when you knew that?
Now let me see. Perhaps 11 or 12 years old. It was hanging together with the fact that I knew I was. And from then on, I saw that my father was different.
Yes. So the moment of self-revelation was closely connected with realizing the fallibility of your parents.
Yes, one could say so.
Now, what about...
I realized that I had fear of my mother, but not during the day. There she was quite known to me and predictable, but in the night, I fear of my mother.
And can you remember why? Can you remember what that
I have not the slightest idea why.
What about your school days now? Were you happy at school?
In the beginning, I was very happy to have companions, you know, because before I had been very lonely. We lived in the country, and I had to my sister was much later when she was 9 years old, and so I was used to her, but I missed it. I missed company, and in school it was wonderful to have company. But soon, in the country school, naturally, I was far ahead, and then it began to be dull.
What sort of religious upbringing did your father give you?
Oh, we were straightforward.
And did he make you attend church regularly?
Oh, well, that was quite natural. Everybody went to church regularly.
And did you believe in God?
Oh, yes.
Do you now believe in God?
Now, difficult to answer. I know it. I don't think it is. I know.
Well, now, tell me
first place, merely opportunistic choice. I really, originally, I wanted to be an archaeologist. Particularly had a difficulty with certain teachers that didn't believe that I could write a decent thesis. I remember one case where the teacher had the habit to discuss the papers written by the pupils. And he took the best first. And he went through the whole number of pupils, and I didn't appear, and I was badly troubled over it. And I thought, well, it is impossible that my thesis can be that bad. And when he had finished, he said, there is still one paper left over, and that is the one by you. That would be by far the best paper if it hadn't been copied. He has just copied it somewhere, stolen. You are a thief, you. And if I knew where you have stolen it, I would fling you out of school. And I got mad and I said, this is the one thesis where I have worked the most. Because the theme was interesting, in contradistinction, to other themes which are not at all interesting to me. And then he said, you are a liar, and if you can prove that you have stolen that thing somewhere, then you get out of school. Now that was a very serious thing to me, because what else then, you see? And I hated that fellow, and that was the only man I could have killed, if I had met him once at a dark corner. I would have shown him something of what I could do.
Did you often have violent thoughts about people when you were young?
No, not exactly. Only when I got mad. Well, then I beat them up.
And did you often get mad?
Not so often, but then for good.
You were very strong and big, I imagine.
Yes, I was pretty strong. And reared in the country with those peasant boys, it was a rough kind of life. I would have been capable of violence, I know. I was a bit afraid of it. So I rather tried to avoid critical situations because I didn't trust myself. Once I was attacked by about 7 boys, and I got mad, and I took one and just swung him around with his legs, and beat down 4 of them. And they were satisfied.
And was there any consequences from that?
I should say yes. Then on, I was always suspected that I was at the bottom of every trouble. I wasn't hurt, but they were afraid. I was never attacked again.
So now, when the time came that you qualified as a doctor, what made you decide to specialize in being an alien?
Yeah, rather an interesting point. When I finished my studies practically, and when I didn't know what I really wanted to do, I had
Our eagerness to share its meaning is not governed by the efforts of others. We go into space because whatever mankind must undertake, we men must go to share. I therefore ask the Congress, above and beyond the increases I have earlier requested for space activities, to provide the funds which are needed to meet the following national goals. First, I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal, before this decade is out, of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth. No single space project in this period will be more impressive to mankind or more important for the long-range exploration of space. None will be so difficult or expensive to accomplish. We propose to accelerate the development of the appropriate lunar spacecraft. We propose to develop alternate liquid and solid fuel boosters, much larger than any now being developed, certain which we propose additional funds for other engine development and for unmanned exploration. Explorations which are particularly important for one purpose which this nation will never overlook: the survival of the man that first makes his daring life. But in a very real sense, it will not be one man going to the moon. We make this judgment affirmatively. It will be an entire nation. For all of us must work accordingly.
Despite the striking
fact that most of the scientists that the world has ever known are alive and working today, despite the fact that this nation's own scientific manpower is doubling every 12 years in a rate of growth more than 3 times that of our population as a whole. Despite that, the vast stretches of the unknown and the unanswered and the unfinished still far outstrip our collective comprehension. No man can fully grasp how far and how fast we've come. But condense, if you will, the 50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of half a century. Stated in these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years, except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them. Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelters. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a clock with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year. And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Explored the means of gravity. Last month, electric lights, telephones, and automobiles, airplanes became available. Only last week, we developed penicillin and television and nuclear power. And now, if America's new spacecraft succeeds in reaching Venus, we will have literally reached the stars before midnight tonight. This is a breathtaking pace, and such a pace cannot help but create new ills as it dispels all. New ignorance, new problems, new dangers. Surely the opening vistas of space promise high costs and hardships, as well as high reward. So it is not surprising that some would have us stay where we are a little longer. Not this city of Houston, this state of Texas, this country of the United States was not built by those who waited and rested and wish to look behind them. This country is built by those who move forward.
stupid story of neglect, with no ever realistic composition of significance, of the significance. So lead me away, lead me away to the subspace, lead me away to the subspace. I will content under such colors. Oh, I will repent to thy God's will of joy. Will of joy. Lead me the way to space. I will contend under subharmonics, subbasis, subwhole, subwind, subatomic,
Thank you.